How you doing, everybody? My name is David Green. I am the owner and operator of Main Street. This is a video I wanted to do for a long time, and I am happy that I'm finally able to do it. I'm celebrating today because today I finished a huge milestone, and that's building Main Street Network website. Main Street Network website is going to give you 12 different products and services that I offer. And I'm going to go over each one and then explain to you in its entirety on what this is that I want to do. Okay. Many of you know me from this book here, Unlocking the Secrets of Web 3.0 Wealth. And today, see the camera has a little glare on it. Today I'm going to go over that book a little bit. You can buy that book at Amazon.com. Also, you can purchase it from Main Street Network if you want the PDF or the EPUB, okay? And soon I'm going to have an audio version. I just haven't had time to actually do that. But before I start to show you what I have here and what I built, I'm going to explain to you how I built it, why I built it, and all that is coming up soon. But I ask that you pay close attention to this because it's very important, probably one of the most important videos or information that you're going to have this year or for what's left of the year, okay? Now, I can't be more serious to tell you that we only have 3 years before there's major changes, just 3 years. And we have to be prepared for it, okay? Now, I'm taking a risk by giving you this information and putting it out here like this, but I think if I don't do it this way, then no one's gonna know about it. But I want you to at least know that you can do this, okay? And the reason why I wrote this book, Unlocking the Secrets of Web 3.0 Wealth, there's 2 reasons. The wealth is actually in the development. Most people probably thought it was the cryptocurrency, but it's not really the cryptocurrency. It's the technology behind the cryptocurrency. And it's very important that you understand that. The technology behind the cryptocurrency is where the wealth is at. That's the wealth layer. And I talk about the wealth layer in the book. Once you buy the book, you'll see that, okay? But this information isn't here to sell the book. It's not, but it is something that you can use after this to get more insight onto what you could use in order to get more detail, okay? All right, now, Main Street, it started out as a idea, and the idea was for, because I was tired of us buying these products that were filled with like genetically modified organisms, products that were being made with slave labor. At the time, there was a huge problem with seeing people in China that were making these products and not having a very good work condition. And I was like, you know what? We need to have a community shopping center where we can purchase conscious products, reciprocity, right? Reciprocity. And so I built a prototype. When I moved to Houston, I went to a school called Coder Camps, and I purchased a, let me show you something real quick. I still got my glass. You see that? Coder Camp. Very proud of this right here. So I went to Coder Camp, and they taught us, you know, deeper knowledge of ASP.NET and the MVC framework, and we learned things like Angular and all that good stuff, and I built a prototype, Main Street prototype. Had a couple friends of us that we did it as a project, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, look at it, it's actually there, you know. And but the problem was like it was a shell. It was a shell of what I wanted it to be, because at the time I didn't have the technology. And the missing portion of Main Street was the smart contract. that came later. And I didn't even know about the smart contract until Ethereum came out, and I was like, that's what I need. Because the payment systems that we had at the time was Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was very expensive to use, and it was slow. So people said, okay, I want to be able to buy a cup of coffee with it, right? And Bitcoin didn't have an answer for it at the time. So the solution was Ethereum, and Ethereum came out with smart contracts, and it had faster transactions, and everybody, okay, this is a solution. And then it just created a snowball effect of all of these other tokens that came on the market. You had the initial coin offering, and then all of this technology came, and it solved the problem, and it was just wonderful, okay? Then the SEC came in. They saw that the average man and women were able to make thousands and millions and billions of dollars on this. And they said, no, we need to make sure that it's only credited investors, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into that story because it's just so long. I do want to get back into how and why I built Main Street, and how the solution of this new altcoin tech was actually the savior that came to as a solution. So fast forward to 2022, 2023. I find another alternative, which is a small node. These are Bitcoin nodes, and you can build websites and payment systems on these Bitcoin nodes. And I said, wait a minute, I can use this as an alternative to an ASP.NET, because I tried to build ASP.NET again, and I built it, and I was going to use Azure, and I had this whole process built. And actually, I have that on GitLab. You can see my code. But what happened was, when I started testing it, the Azure server was so expensive that within 2 days, I was already over the free budget that they had. They gave me like $200, and I was just testing it, and it went out really quick. I said, okay, this is extremely expensive. If I actually put this in production, I'll go broke, okay? So I need a better solution. And it wasn't decentralized. It was still linked up to, the, I call it ClearNet. There's ClearNet, and then there's ClearNet, and then you have decentralized, right? Private net, things that could be run on Tor. Now, the issue I had was I built it using the Tor browser to view it, because it was hidden behind these Bitcoin nodes. But I found a way around that, and everything was real slow. And I wanted to show people at that time, but I knew that it was something that people wouldn't really vibe to, because they were like, okay, I'm not going to have to get a Tor browser, and how am I going to make these payments? And I found out a way to make the payments even a lot faster. There's another method inside of that as well. So anyway, I started off with a school, cryptocurrency school, the power of cryptocurrency and the path to financial freedom. I sat back, I made all these videos, and I had examples of the BTC node. I built a version of Bitcoin, Main Street on there. I built a market, and I was able to sell the software, the school, and everything using a market that I placed on top of this decentralized network, okay? I'm actually building a network now. So I had this already done. I started marketing it. I went to Growth. I had this company called Growth Cave I was working with, and they were helping me build this whole campaign that I wanted to come out in 2023 to tell people to get ready for 2024. Mind you, Bitcoin was like 30,000. And then Sam Bankman-Fried happened, and then all of a sudden, the whole crypto community became toxic, right? SEC was arresting people. Google wouldn't advertise my my product. even Twitter, I was just showing them how to, I said, I set up a marketing for a decentralized sovereign network. And within a day or two, it got 30,000 views. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. 2 days, 30,000 views, 30,000 in 2 days. And they took it down. And I kept asking them, what's going on? Can you put this back up? No answer. They just ignored me, ghosted me. Okay. And they still ghost to this day. So I knew they were fearful. Elon Musk is supposed to be like the billionaire. What is a socialized network? Why are you so scared of a sovereign network? But it's that term sovereignty. Okay. All right. Now, building a sovereign network for entrepreneurs that they can ride out what's happening in 3 years is very important. Okay. Like I said, there's a risk to me telling you this because if they were fearful then, they're still fearful now. But the difference now is Donald Trump. Okay. Donald Trump created a difference because now we have the Genius Act. And that's what I explain in this book here. Okay. That's why it's important that y'all buy this book. And I'll show you another way you can purchase it on the website. But the Genius Act and the stablecoin bill, you see Trump making meme coins and all these things. Well, you have to have your infrastructure set up now before Trump leaves office and make sure that it's tested, legal, accessible, and useful and working now. Okay. And that's why I'm so adamant about putting this message out now, today. Okay. Now, hopefully I hit on the things that I needed to hit on. Sorry that this was so long-winded, but this is going to be the long version. The other versions, I'm just going to have demonstrations on what I've done. But now, here's the exciting part. I'm going to demonstrate the website, Main Street Network, and I'm going to show you the other different portions that I made, and then show you how to use it. So, okay, now, before I do, I want to show you something interesting. Right here, see if you can see that. I'll show you how I work really quick. This is a diagram. See, this is Main Street, and this is how I work. First I sketch everything out. Like, you always got to come up with your plan. Okay. Come up with your plan. These are the different services. Okay. I'm showing you this for a reason, because, okay, you can, freeze this. Look at my bad writing. You see the date here? Okay. It's 10/24. I'm going to show you something really, really cool. Okay. All right. And here's the functionality. Okay. Right here. Okay. You get the gist. All right. Now, I had that. Okay. And let me show you something else too. I think it's in another book. I'm always having notes. All right. Now you see this here? This is Wired. Okay. Wired magazine. Ooh, that was interesting. And you see this one here? Oh. It's hard to see it. I think it's coming up on that. That's cool. I never saw that before. But anyway, see this here? Okay, now the reason why I'm showing you that, because I want to show you this. Boom. All right, now This here is the website, and I was showing you this magazine here. Okay. This magazine is the idea I got for my website. Okay. Now I did that because I wanted to show you how you can build this in Web3, but I have a tool called the Coding Assistant that it will allow you to build websites extremely fast, all complicated websites, and it teaches you how to do it itself. It's an AI assistant that I created specifically for those that want to be builders in this Web 3.0 technology. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is that, that there is going to be a need for Web3 developers. And, it's going to be Web 4 and Web 5 eventually, but Web 3 right now, because the development is based on blockchain, smart contracts, alternative payments, and it's a whole industry. I mean, there's so much. You do not have to worry about work if you understand that this is pretty much like building the internet 1.0 with the technology that they had at that time. Now you have these huge conglomerates, you have AI coming, you have all this stuff happening, but there's a whole industry that is waiting for developers like yourself if you want to learn it. And that's what Web 3.0 wealth is about. It's about being a developer in that time and also taking advantage of the crypto currency market, because the new technology, and once you know the new technology and you position yourself, which is what I teach, then you can pretty much, be patient and wait, because you got 3 years at least to build something that is an alternative. Okay. All right. Now let's go over this web real quick. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hide myself really quick so I can take you on a tour. Okay. Now what we have here, this is the Bit Main Street network. Okay. Now when you scroll down, you have all of the different technologies that I have. Okay. DeFi, coaching, enter the decentralized market, the newsletter, AI generalist, Satoshi for storage. This is amazing right here. Cryptocurrency Academy, web development consultant, unlocking the secrets. This is where the book is. BTC integration. That's powerful. This right here, the Web3 service provider. Sovereign node. This one right here is which got kicked off of Twitter. This right here got me kicked off of Twitter. Got the advertisement and the marketing, so that one must be powerful. And we have IPFS, interplanetary file system nodes. Now I'm telling y'all, this right here is changing the web. Nobody is doing it right now. Very few people are doing it. The first one out here to actually push this out like this. I'm taking a huge risk by doing it. I hope that you can see the importance of it. Okay. I hope you can appreciate what I'm doing. All right. Let me see. Hope you can appreciate what I'm doing here. And yeah, let's get to it. All right. Now, the first thing I want to show you is DeFi coaching. Okay. Now, when you go to the website here, you see this here. I have these right now as placeholders. I have some inspirational videos. These are going to change going forward. I'm going to replace it with this video that I'm talking to you right now. And then I'm going to break it into sections. So if you see this in the future, you know that this was on there. And what I did was I wanted to bring out all of these different positive teachings here for the different sections. Okay. All right, let's go back up to the top. All right, now the first thing I'm going to show you is DeFi coaching. Now, when you go here to the page, okay, let me hide myself really quick. You're going to, it goes buy, and then you have the book a service, and you have visit the website, and then you go back up to the top. Okay, click that, go to the top, scroll down here, go to DeFi. Okay, now when we click here, oh Lord, where am I? Oh, that was the wrong. Here we go. Actually, that was the test site. I was like, what the hell? Here we go. All right, now DeFi coaching. Okay, it opens up a little modal, and I'll show you exactly how to do this. Everything that I'm showing you that here is a something that I can show you when you are a decentralized web developer. Okay. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. Okay, so here you have, you know, it just tells you what DeFi coaching is, and you know, and this is pretty much what I'm. This is the first product that I had when it came to the power of cryptocurrency and the path to financial freedom. This was this is one of the offers I still have, and I used to do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But because I started building this, I only do the coaching on Fridays. So if you're interested in it, you gotta to sign up. So how do you sign up? I'll show you like this. There's two ways you can sign up for the DeFi coaching. One is to go to the other site that I've developed, which is the down here. This site here, and this is the Decentralized Sovereign Network newsletter. And this newsletter, if you can see this, let me see real quick. Let me hide myself. This newsletter has all of the information in it. I have like the deep knowledge, but I'm going too fast. We're going to get into that later. Let me go back here. Okay. Go back down to DeFi, and I'll show you how to sign up. But this one is a little bit different, but I want to show you something that's really cool. Okay, right here is the payment system that changes everything, because this payment system allows you to use Bitcoin, and it allows you to use Stripe. Which is you can use Visa and all the different credit cards. And I'm going to expand this so you can use Cash App and PayPal and any other one that I can integrate. And it's easy to integrate. It just takes time. There's a lot of scripts involved, but you really only need two, you know. Now, how does it work? If I wanted to pay in Stripe, I will click on this, okay? Then it opens up. All right, now my coaching is $150 an hour, all right? And you get your money's worth, but you would pay for it here, okay? That's with Stripe. Now, if you wanted to use Bitcoin, you click on this. This goes into a webhook. Boom. Here's your invoice. If you see here, it's at $150 an hour. You could use your QR code here, and this invoice actually gives you the amount that you can pay in Bitcoin. Now, what makes this important or powerful is that you can sell anything. Okay, anything. I know how to make the invoices for it. If you're interested in that, you book a session, and I have that down here. Like if you're interested in that, you go to BTC, you come here. This tells you about BTC integration. Okay, this gives you a little bit of information about it, and I can set up your whole website for 1,500. Or if you want to, I can set up to 1,500, and then there's $75 a month to manage it. But if you have your own node, then it's just $150 per session per hour. So if you only need my help for like an hour or two, I'll come in, help you out, help you set it up. We could talk about that. That's another one of my offerings. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but let's get back up here. Okay, so that's DeFi. The next one is enter the decentralized market. Okay, now what is this? This is really powerful. This is one of the first. This is one of the first portions of the network that I built, and this one is very, very, very important. Okay, you click here. Now what's happening is we have now entered another portion of the network. Okay, this portion of the network, I built this one about a year and a half ago now. Okay, this whole this whole website is actually run on the node. Okay, it's run on my node. Let me see something. If I could, I want to show you something really quick. Okay, now right here. Okay, these are the servers. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare. Let me see. Take some of that glare out. These are the servers that run the node. And I don't know if you can see it, but here is all the different technology. And this is another node here that runs in the background. Okay. Now, like I showed you before, most of this stuff, this right here is a video server. Okay, you can actually run a video on this right here. Okay, so you can have a whole network in your house. All right, and even if they shut it down and kill it, it's okay because you back it up. You have it all backed up on different disks. Just come back in, zip it up in another disk. But the power of the technology is for you to duplicate yourself with others, and the more people involved in this, the more people involved that duplicate the node, the more people in your network, the more powerful your technology. The community that I'm working with, the Start9 community, they have open source developers. We don't even know each other, hardly people. Everybody's pretty much private, anonymous, but it's powerful tech. All right, now let me show you some of this technology. All right, I just wanted to show you behind the scene what this website is. Okay, all right, now it's called the Bitmain Street Network. Now on here, you have DeFi Jedi, Matrix, and Nextcloud. Okay, these different, like for instance, Matrix here, you see this is, let me show you something really quick. Actually, let me just explain this to you, because I don't have all day. DeFi Jedi. All right, this right here goes to. This is called Ghost, and this is a Ghost server. This is on the actual node, and this one is running the exact same newsletters that I have on my sovereign network. Okay, this is a little bit older, but I wanted to show you that you can actually run. This is the Node website, and if you notice this here, this URL, before this was Tor, and Tor addresses are horrible because it's like this long IPv6 address. That's what IPv6 is, and it takes forever to get there. But I found a way to shorten that time. So let me see. Here is the BTCPay server. This is the server that I use for fast Bitcoin payments. This right here, this is the actual Bitcoin exchange. Okay. This exchange here. All right, I'm going to give you all a close-up of this really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, see? Now, all of this technology, okay, right here is, let me close these windows out real quick. This is my news website. This here, this is the mempool. Okay. Now, what the mempool does is when you pay in Bitcoin, this shows you where your transaction is in the blockchain. Okay. So I have mempool is actually one of the services that you can use. Okay. All right. Now, like I showed you before, that is here. Okay. All of these different nodes. And right now I have them all backed up and everything else. Those nodes are running what you see here. Okay. The mempool. And this is really interesting because this is the interplanetary file system hosting a radio podcasts. You see some people that you may know are actually hosting Bitcoin, Audible. Okay. If you want me to set you up a hosting service, I can do that for you. I know how to do it. It's not too hard. It's just using a JSON file or an XML file. And yep, you can still use XML. XML has its usage still. This is my radio station, Signs and Wonders. I put that on here. Okay. So I can show you how to do that. It's IPFS hosting, and it shows you how to set that up. Okay. All right. Now, another thing that we have here is this here, which is the marketplace. Okay. This marketplace was my first solution, but like I said before, it was a hash. It was a hash, a crazy ass number, address. I can't even talk. IPv6 address. That was a Tor, and it took forever to go there. But I have a technique now where I can cut that down, and I can show you how to do it. I'm not going to give away all the secret sauce. That's what the consultation is, which I'll show you later. All right, but this also uses the BTCPay. All right, opens up this little window here. You click on this, and see, it had a couple steps I didn't like, but at the end of the day, it still creates an invoice, just like what we had before. And this invoice, $1,500, and that was what I was charging for, what was I charging for that? Like, I can't remember now. This was for the, this was for the DeFi Jedi membership at that time. This is 2 years old, actually, you know. So that's the market. Let's go back to the sovereign network. And if you notice that the sovereign network sticks with the background to let you know that this is part of the Main Street network, okay? And then here, this is onboarding, okay? It's a little form you fill out, okay? All right, now, to get back to the network, you just click on that. And then this brings us to the decentralized sovereign network, which we're going to actually talk about a little bit later. And then you come here and we go back there. Okay. All right. Now that was for the enter the decentralized network. That was number 2. You see all of that information. Okay. That's just for that. Okay. So I'm going to cut this. This is going to be for the decentralized sovereign network. The next thing we're going to look at is the newsletter. Okay. Now the newsletter, we're going to go a little bit faster here. There's actually, you can purchase, but what I have is where you can purchase the newsletter on here. And this is only $24.44 a month. And you can read all the good things you get for that. But I just want to show you the functionality. This allows you to join our Friday calls, and we talk about what's going on in the DeFi market. I haven't done one in a while, since September 12th, but that is coming. This is my little article I wrote a couple months ago. Actually, September 19th is when I wrote this one. And it's a lot of insight, a lot of valuable insight. For instance, let me go back to the newsletter. You have DeFi Jedi Mastermind, how it works. These are the rules on the DeFi Mastermind, okay? And from here, you can purchase the book, Unlocking the Secrets of Web 3.0 Finance. I ask that you support, please. Help me out because I'm trying to build something great for everybody. Okay. Takes a lot of work, a lot of time. I do this for the love. You know, I'm trying to get us out of this rut. Okay. Oops, not there. Get back on here. Okay. So we have booking. On here I have a support the calls. I don't know why it's off center. Yeah, I get like OCD. See that right there? It was centered before. I got to figure out what happened. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let me go back. That right there is the newsletter. Okay. All right. Now, this part is very, very interesting. This is the AI. Okay. Well, I built some tools on here. This is absolutely amazing. I'm going to do a special training for this one soon because the AI is so important. And I built a coding assistant, and let me see if I can get to it right here. Let me see if it shows. Okay, yeah. AI powered development assistant. Okay. There we go. This here, I'm working on it now, but I can show you what I've done and how I built this. I'm going to show a demonstration, but what I did was I'm using AI to solve a lot of problems. I built some tools. I can show you a hands-on demonstration. I have, if you look on OpenAI, is this open? No, I think I have to do this. Let me go. Let me do this. Oops. Let me do this. All right, you see this here? Okay, if I come here. All right. Okay, this is a debugging AI assistant here. Okay. I also have this here. It's called the Spiral Development AI Assistant. When I tell you this stuff is extremely powerful, I cannot overstate that. Okay. This is like, I can't believe how powerful this is. Okay. And that's why I have to do a separate video altogether on this. Okay. This here, the debugger. Then we have the come on now, what the hell? Then we have the professional Scrum Master. And what is a Scrum Master? This is how you build software. And how I did it was I created this this form. See if I can find that for you. Actually, you know what? Let me keep it moving. I'm just gonna have to give a separate tour of the AI, but this is another one. This is the generator in Claude, and Claude is actually amazing as well. But let's not get too far in the weeds. But anyway, with the AI, you have the ability also. Okay, I created this again. This is the power. You can purchase it through Stripe or BTCPay. There you go again, right here. Okay, and then after you purchase this, then what you would do, and even here, you know, there's again, it creates another invoice. Now the only problem with me clicking on this is with Bitcoin, it's creating the invoice. So the invoice now is waiting to be paid. So I have to go in there and say, you know, void it out or unsettle it. But it's waiting now for somebody to pay this. And there's actually a timer. Let me see. Oh, no, not for this one. But this is the invoice, okay? For Bitcoin. Okay. Now, how you book it is you click on this here after you pay for it. And now this is hooked up to Calendarly. And look, boom. Right here, you book this, book the session. And how I have it is you have all the times here, okay, that you can book it. And I book from 10 o'clock all the way till 6 p.m. Okay, I had to look at it because I'm and that's the decentralized. Okay, all right, so now we go back up to the top. And that's the decentralized. Okay, all right, so now we go back up to the top. We looked at BTCPay, enter the decentralized market, the newsletter, and we have the AI. Okay. Now, next we're going to look at one of my favorites, and this is called Satoshi for storage. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you a story. I was listening to Kevin Trudeau today, and I have some of his videos down here. And he was talking about how he is promoting Crypto Guy's product. And this particular gentleman was talking about how he offers advice for people, and he the same thing that I offer here about alpha, right? And what that means is, let me show you really quick. This is one of my other websites. This is called CryptoSpiracy.com. Oh, look at all that red, boy. Oof, this is horrible. And CryptoSpiracy, what I have is a course here. And I talk about, this is the ecosystem. And I give detail on all of the different technology in this ecosystem. But we're not going to talk about this right now. This is just one of the other things that I talk about. And this is part of the DeFi. Okay? DeFi, centralized market. Okay? Let me close some of these windows out. Close this out. Close that out. This out. This out. The payment. That out. Okay, back to here. Now, what he was saying is that this same functionality that I'm actually selling to people, somebody is selling, and the evaluation they got on this product is $1 billion. Okay, you can listen to it right now. Put in the site, Kevin Trudeau talks about cryptocurrency. You'll go in and he talks about the same functionality that I have in there that they're actually selling for $1 billion. Okay.
Is it running around 3 right? Computer company in the world, or next close to it with IBM. Mm-hmm. I go, and this guy who's the CEO of the largest computer company, or one of the largest in the world, said there's no market for home computers. And the guy on the phone worth billions said, he's an idiot. This is where the future's going. Get into it. What's the company called? Apple. What a stupid name. I know, but you won't be saying it's stupid when you start cashing the checks.
Yeah.
How would you like to get that call? I got that call. Think about it. How about this call? Kevin, you have a phone in your car? I go, yeah, I have a phone in my car. It's a radio phone, right? Yeah, there's a big tower in Chicago with radio antennas on it. And I drive my car and I have this big phone. It's like a real phone. And he said, and when you get far away from the tower, you lose signal sometimes. Yeah. Well, there's a new thing coming out called cellular, where they're going to have these individual towers or cells. So when you leave one, you automatically get picked up by the next one. I go, boy, that's a big infrastructure project. Yeah, it's going to be huge. Think about the potential. Are you telling me everyone's going to have one of these portable phones? Yeah. They're too big. No, they're going to make them small. It'll take a while, but that's where it's going. Buy the stock. How would you like to get that phone call? It's knowing the right people. And today, with crypto, here's one. I just got a phone call just a couple weeks ago. Kevin, you're in Chicago. Go down and look at this company. Okay, great. Company has a technology that encrypts files. So I want you to imagine you send a photo to somebody and then it's like, oh no, I sent the wrong photo. Or, you want to rescind the photo. You can't, right? What if you had the ability to just push a button and it deletes on the other person's system? They can't open it. It's gone.
It'd be nice.
And if they sent it to 1,000 people, everyone, it's closed. It's locked. They can't open it. Encrypting every single file. So there's a technology company that's there. Buy the stock. Okay. Nobody knows about it. So I invested in it pretty heavily. It went from zero. My investment was next to nothing. Guess what it's worth today in just a couple of years? $1.3 billion. And it's going bigger. Next year, people will start hearing about it. And then people will start piling in.
Right.
But how would you like to get in before everybody else gets piled in and already make 10x on your money? You can do that with cryptocurrency if you know the right one.
Kevin Trudeau talks about cryptocurrency. You'll go in and he talks about the same functionality that I have in there that they're actually selling for $1 billion. Okay. And I'm like, man, maybe I'm selling myself too cheap. But the idea of this was that I wanted to create something that gives the proof of concept for Bitcoin, but does it in a way in which you, as the user, can have it and make money with it. This is how you make money. You can make money with this. You set this up, right? And you charge money for what? Okay, we go here. The more info. What is Satoshi for storage? What Satoshi for storage does is it takes encrypted files and it sends the encrypted files to whoever anonymously. You can send it anonymously, and the files only last for a certain time. So the files disappear within 24 hours, 48 hours, and 72 hours. And there's many, many use cases that you can use for that. Now, the advantage of that is if you have something that you want to send to somebody, you can use your phone and you send it via SMS or email or whatever. That file is always going to stay there. And if it's something that's real sensitive, maybe you don't want it to stay there. So now you have the option to send a file that will immediately disappear within 24 hours. Now, here's the cool thing about this. All the transactions can be done in Bitcoin, right? Anonymous file sent, the file can be sent in Bitcoin, and the files automatically disappear. I don't see the files. I don't know what's going on. They're hashed. They're password protected. It's an amazing, amazing product. It took me months to build this. I didn't think I could do it because it was so hard to do. But I built it. I actually built it on Joomla, so you can actually download it. So I have a same thing. I have a consultation here. Okay, you can purchase it on Stripe. Now this is only $498.44, but I'm gonna tell you. I show you how to install it. It has its own installation. Once you install it, you link it up to a IPFS server. Once you link it up to the IPFS server, you link it up to your BTC, and then once people use it, they can start utilizing it for, like, let me show you. I'll give you a quick example because I know it's a little bit confusing. Let me see. All right, I have a running. Let me see something. Actually, no, it's not there. I have this. This is a Satoshi for storage. I have the URL, and I'm going to use that for support. But this is all bleeding edge. Bleeding edge. All right. If you go to here. All right. This is the working copy of Satoshi for storage. Okay. Now, if you notice here, you have the different wallets, Sparrow Wallet, Blue Wallet, or the Zeus. These are popular Bitcoin wallets. You select your plan. You say you only want it for 24 hours. You get 100 megabytes. Okay. How do you want to pay it? I have Linbits, Cash App, or BTC. I didn't link these two up yet. I just wanted to do the BTC. You click up BTC. And what you do is you'd browse. Let's say just get this file here. All right, now that file is there. It's a text file. Proceed to the checkout. This is your receipt, right? This is your code. This right here. This is your file's encrypted password. That's the password that you use, okay? And then you would come here. You see how you pay with Lightning? There's the timer. This is where I was looking at the timer. Now, once you click this, it's going to create another invoice. Okay. Now, this invoice, this is 1,079 sats. Well, how much is that? 99 cents. Okay. Now, remember they say you can't buy a cup of coffee with Bitcoin. I did it for proof of concept to show that you can actually have small transactions. Not only is it small transactions, it's actually encrypted files, you know. So, you know, how I would go through this, I would take the Sparrow wallet. I would take this, this transaction, and you can either click on it, or you would take this address here and then you put it in Sparrow wallet, pay the 99 cents, and then the file will get sent. Okay. But this is how you make your money. That's how you make your money right there. Okay. Working fine, beautifully. Okay. So let me cancel that, cancel that. But that right there, all that code is what you can purchase for just $498. I mean, come on, come on. Or if you want, I can set it up for you, $150. And then there's a service fee. With the service fee, you get to have IPFS, the file server, and I hook you up with a payment. And if you're going to pay for the payment and you have a wallet, then you can use it for other things as well. Okay. All right. I'm done talking about this, but this is one of my most favorite right here, is Satoshi for storage. Okay. I'm going to write a book on this pretty soon. All right. Now the next thing we have is the Crypto Academy. Okay. Now the Crypto Academy, this was my flagship product. This is the power of cryptocurrency and the path to financial freedom. Okay, this here is, you have more info here. There's two ways you can purchase this. You can purchase this on Teachable, because I have it on Teachable now. And you have it here where you click on this, and this opens up inside of the modal, and this gives you, for this course, oops, I didn't want to do that. Or you can do a month to month. Okay. Now month to month, it's only $34 a month, and then you pay for that, and you get these beautiful, beautiful videos. You know, and I'm going to expand on it right now. This is the basics of cryptocurrency. If you're curious about it, $34. Go through all the videos, cancel it, and you just watch the whole program for $34. Okay. Also, if you want to pay with crypto, I have that here. Now, I created a special deal. If you pay for it with BTC, you get $100 off. Okay. And you can pay with Stripe. Once you pay here, you get access to it for life. Okay. Any new videos that I upload, I'm going to do courses on AI. You get that for free. I'm doing an extensive course on how you set up your BTC wallet environment or crypto wallet. You get that for free. Any new crypto videos, you get those for free. Is lifetime membership just for purchasing the school. Okay, so $318 for if you pay a BTC, and $418 if you pay with Visa or MasterCard or something like that. All right, so that's the Crypto Academy. Okay, so go back up to the top. We have also Web Development Consultant. Now, not Web 3.0 consultant, Web Development Consultant. I've been doing this for a long time, almost 30 years now. So I can build pretty much anything web related for you. Okay. And I show you how to do it with my AI code assistant. Okay. So this is an amazing product here. This, click on it, it gives you detail about it, $150. Okay. Once you go here, just like the other ones, it's the same thing. You book it. Once you book it, but before you book it, of course, you got to pay the $150. If you have an idea, this is how powerful this is. This is why I want to kind of pause here just a little bit. If you have an idea and you say, man, I always wanted to build this and I wanted to have AI, I want to do anything, I'm telling you, anything. You contact me, you say, I have this idea for this website. I want to know how to build it. I want to know how much it costs. I have a tool that can give you through the most minute details of that. Okay. It's $150 an hour, but let's say you're a developer and you want to build a website for somebody and you need to have all the details in order to build it. You sign up for this service for $150 and we map out the detail for you, and I will give you a nice printout of all of the details you need. How much it's going to cost, how many developers, everything. Comprehensive way to build it for you, okay? And even build it, of course, that's an extra cost, but it's all there, okay? So if you're curious, if you have a build, it's only $150 for an hour. Come in, we'll set it up for you, and you will be on your way, okay? So that's that. Now here, of course, is the book, okay? Unlocking the Secrets of Web 3.0 Wealth. Now, this here allows you to purchase the PDF and the EPUB only for $14.99, okay? So that's what this is. All right, and you also have BTCPay. And like I said, I'll show you how to do that. This gives you, whoa, what the hell is that? Oh, I gotta look at that. Thank goodness I saw that right there. All right, I have to fix that. Okay, now here is BTCPay. Let me see something. Okay, this is BTCPay. I showed you already about this before. What I do here is I integrate your business so that it gives you an alternative. Now, this is very important because let's say, mind you, we have 3 years, okay, before this crazy ass new system comes in. Okay, let me do this really quick. Open this camera up for the seriousness. The seriousness. All right, now the reason why BTCPay is so important is because it is an alternative to the fiat that is run on top of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is independent of the financial fiat system, and people are starting to adopt it, and it has become protected under this administration for at least 3 years. And other countries are adopting it. It is vital that you use this time to create an alternative payment to the system that you already have. So what I offer, like everything else, $150 an hour, I come in as a consultant. Whatever the technology is, you need a consultant. I come in, I tell you exactly how to set it up. If you want me to set it up for you, then it's $1,500. I put it in, I set you up, and I give you, I have a separate node that I would use for your own payments, and link it up to give you your own store. And then to service that per month, it's just $75. And it pays for itself because there's 3% charge on Visa. And you get to have the integration that I'm working on. I'm working on an integration where it's going to be an API. It's going to not just API. It's going to be a app, right? And this app is going to be set for vendors. You would be a vendor, and then your wallet would link up to a customer that has your app. Okay. I don't want to get into the whole technology right now, but I'm working on it. Hopefully in about 2 or 3 months. I want it to be easier for people to use the system, okay? Because right now, the barrier is having the wallets and then filling the wallets with the currency, and then someone wants to pay for it, then they have to be taught to say, well, do you have the money in your wallet to pay for it and stuff like that, right? So I want to make it easier where all they have to do is like take a QR code, scan the QR code. Once they can scan the QR code, it downloads a wallet for them, because the wallet is going to be an app that we use, or it can even be a website that has the wallet in it. And anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole technical stuff, but it's very important to have this integration into your system. Okay. Now that's why we have this here, the BTC integration. Okay. All right. And if you want to book a session, you just click there and you book a session, and then we get it moving. Okay. All right. Go back up to the top. All right. So we went through this. We went through here. We went through unlocking the secrets. Okay. Only got 3 more. All right. Now what's this? This is Web 3.0 service provider. This is a little bit different from, this one is a little bit different from the web developer, because that's more like, full stack development, and there's a lot of different stacks that I can use. This one, you can use those stacks also on here, but this is more focused towards building a decentralized application. Okay. And this will give you a wallet and everything else. And that's what it's $1,500 to build that for you. Then I get you Web3 ready. Okay. And that's what this is. Okay. Same thing. If you're interested in it, you book. Before you book, you also pay BTC or Stripe. If you want to use Stripe, I have it set up here. Right there's the service provider. Okay. You can see it's the same, same old. All right. But what I really want to show y'all is how easy it is to actually integrate these payment systems. Okay. All right. Now, got a little Kevin Trudeau. All these are going to disappear, by the way, in the future. But you can see those videos now while they're there. All right, now the sovereign network. This one is what you saw through the network through here. This is here, actually. You saw this, okay? That's what that is, all right? All of these here are different services, okay? Let me see if I can give you this really quick, because it's better to show it rather than hello. Oh, that's still there. Let me show you. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. Let me clear my throat. All right, let me see. Gotta sign in. Hopefully that works. Yep, that worked. All right, sorry about that. I just needed to get this set up here. Okay, right here, marketplace. Okay, see these here? These are all services. Okay. Now a sovereign, what I wanted to do as the sovereign network, decentralized sovereign network, is to show you how to utilize all of these different services. Okay. Now you have two different ones. You have the one here that's built by the community, and you have some that are built strictly by the Start9 registry. Okay. And there's Ghost, there's Linbits. I mean, this is their start pages and all these things. I'll show you how to build that. Okay. Which is the, that is the stuff here. Matrix. This is my own stuff I built, but BTCPay is part of it. BTC Exchange, mempool. All of these here is based on this node here. Okay. So what I would do is teach you how to build this out and how to build your own node. Oops, what the hell? That's the wrong one. It's this here. Here we go. Okay, sovereign node developer. Okay, and that's what that is. Okay, and like all things, you know, you click here and you would click there and then you'd book it. Okay, and of course you pay there. All right, now the last one. The last one we're going to talk about is IPFS, Interplanetary File System. Okay. This here is wonderful because this is how you can actually have your own hosting, your own radio station, and also there is certain ways that you can actually use files. There's a company called Filebase. You can use Filebase, and there's a lot of other ones that we can discuss. But basically, I show you how to utilize the interplanetary file system for your files. We can build a website on here out of this, host a radio station like I showed you before. All that information is based here. And of course, you know, this is the payment model. Stripe or BTCPay, and then you can see, like I showed you here, that's down here, and this is the I'll show you how to host a radio station. Okay, utilizing your XML file. Okay. All right, so that is pretty much it. Okay, I think I got everything, you know. But I'll tell you what, this isn't even the everything. This is only a portion. I haven't even showed you what I have on the wall here, which is the reason why I'm building all this, which is this is Bitmain Street Networks, okay? We have Bitmain Street Network. We have the Bitmain Street Market, okay? The Bitmain Street Market, Bitmain Street Marketplace. Okay, this is where we're going to put like all the other different things on here. I'm building a Let me show you. This is a decentralized network. This is for where I'm putting the newsletters. Okay. Of course, you can buy the book, which I show you how to do. I talk about a lot of this stuff in the book. But let me show you something really quick. Oh, here on the GitHub. Okay. There's something here that I'm building. And this is a Web3 AI entrepreneur decentralized application, which allows you to use a database, relational database. Okay. And a relational database allows you as a store owner to pretty much integrate the current store you have into something that is protected and decentralized. Okay. Now this is really powerful. I'm not even going to get into it right now, but I've been doing a lot of coding, and some of the stuff I have open for people to see, a lot of stuff I have privately. But if you sign up for the network, I'll show you everything. And how do you sign up for the network? You go to, not there. You go to the newsletter. Okay. If you become a member in the newsletter, sign up here, you get all the secrets just for $29.44 a month. See all this good stuff you get here? I'll show you all the secrets and also give you discounts on the builds. You get access to the newsletters. First is this right here, the IPv6 wealth layer model, a new network stack for sovereign value. Now, once you understand this, the network layer, I give you all the different layers here, and I talk about it more in the book. That's why y'all got to get this book. Okay. This book explains a lot of that. Okay. All right, this took forever. Hopefully I didn't bore you. I did not bore you. But I wanted to go through that. It was very lengthy, but I do have a lot. Hopefully you have a little bit more of an understanding of what I'm doing and what I'm building. I literally just scratched the surface. I can go hours and hours on this, and I'm always building constantly. But hopefully this was enough for you today. If you have any questions, visit bitmainstreetnetwork.com or just go to bitmainstreet.com and it will link into the network. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon. All right, peace.